Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and also turn on notifications, as well as follow me on Twitter. It's Mr. Yo-Yo YTT, and then follow me on Instagram. It's Mr. Yo-Yo YTS. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you guys later. So, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and today, guys, I'm going to bring you the review of Monday Night Raw for February 11th, 2019. Now, some of the highlights of the show were Becky Lynch getting suspended for 60 days and Charlotte Flair replacing Becky at Wrestlemania. Also, we had the Raw Tag Team titles switch hands and much more, so stay tuned for this review. So, the first thing we got here to kick off the show was Becky Lynch came out, and basically the McMahons did invite Lynch to Raw, and Triple H told Lynch that the suspension would be lifted if she just gave an apology to Triple H and Stephanie, and Becky wouldn't do it, so Triple H gave her till the end of the night to give an apology, and if she doesn't do that, then there will be consequences. Honestly, I like to see the fire in Becky. I really liked it, and it was good. It was a good segment to kick off the show, and I really liked what Becky showed here, and she was given till the end of the night to apologize, or otherwise there would be consequences. So the next thing we got to follow up here was a triple threat match. It was the Tamina and Nia Jax, the Riot Squad, and Sasha and Bayley going at it, and then if the first team to lose would be the first team to enter the Elimination Chamber. And the winners of this match were, I believe, Nia Jax and Tamina. They did pin Bayley, and Sasha actually had to go to the back because she got injured following an attack by the Riot Squad, and Bayley was left up by herself, and she did lose the match. So now Bayley and Sasha will be the first team to enter the Elimination Chamber on Sunday for the tag team title match. Honestly, this match was, it was okay. I didn't really like Bayley losing, but I think this definitely portrays that there will be a heel turn, and I think Sasha will turn heel on Bayley and single-handedly eliminate her from the match. So definitely stay tuned for that. But for right now, honestly, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens Sunday. I don't know who's going to win, but right now, I don't know, man. I don't know who's going to win, but Bayley and Sasha will be the first to enter the Elimination Chamber, and I think there definitely will be a heel turn for Sasha or Bayley at the Elimination Chamber. The next match was it actually wasn't a match. Elias came out, and he was about to do his musical performance when he was interrupted by the Lucha House Party. I believe it's Kalisto, somebody else, and Lince Dorado. What are they doing on Raw, by the way, as well? What are they doing? I don't know what's going on with them right now. They're very athletic, though, so they could be a future team, but I don't know what's going on. Anyway, though, the House Party did interrupt Elias, and Elias basically dissed the city because the Lucha House Party wanted Elias to play for them. And then after the song, the Lucha House Party gave him a thumbs down, and Kalisto gave a try at a musical genius, but then Elias came and hit Kalisto in the back with a guitar, and then he retreated. Honestly, this segment wasn't anything too big. You really should not take any mind of this. It wasn't really too big. Next match was Bobby Lashley. The next match was Finn Balor taking on Drew McIntyre in a singles match, and Bobby Lashley was at ringside supporting Drew McIntyre, and the winner of this match was Finn Balor by disqualification, as Bobby Lashley attacked Finn Balor when he was trying to go for the coup de grace. Then a huge brawl broke out with McIntyre and Lashley ganging up on Balor. Then Kurt Angle came out, and he got the ankle lock in on Lio Rush, but then Baron Corbin came out and attacked Kurt Angle from behind, and then McIntyre, Lashley, and Corbin were attacking Angle. Then all of a sudden, Braun Strowman's music hits. He comes out and he attacks Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre on the outside, and then he gets to Baron Corbin, and he tried to give him a running power slam, but McIntyre helped Corbin out of it. And then a 6-man tag match was made between Corbin, Lashley, McIntyre, and Balor, Strowman, and Angle. The winners of this match, basically what happened was Lashley looked like he got the win because the referee did a 3 count. However, Finn Balor got his foot on the ropes, so the ref reversed the decision and had the match keep going. And Braun Strowman at the end of the match hit the running power slam on Bobby Lashley, and then Finn Balor nailed the coup de grace from the top rope, got a 1-2-3, and Finn Balor is your winner for this match. Honestly, I mean, it's decent because it really showed Finn Balor getting a pinfall on Bobby Lashley, but I think this kind of does show that Lashley might retain at Elimination Chamber, and they could put the title on Balor for WrestleMania, but honestly, I don't see Balor winning at the Elimination Chamber now, considering what happened on Raw last night. You don't really know, though, but personally, I just don't see it. So, Finn Balor wins this match, and that's it for that. The next match was Ruby Riott taking on Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross came out very aggressive to Ruby Riott. However, Riott hit a set of moves and then delivered the Riott kick, gets the win, and she will be facing Ronda Rousey on Sunday for the Raw Women's Championship. I think Ronda's going to retain because they're going to have her going to WrestleMania with the title, and then she's going to drop it to either Becky or the other person that we're going to mention later, or Charlotte, which one gets in there. Or they could go down another road where Lynch costs Ronda Rousey the title. They kind of might do what they did with Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, where Shawn Michaels cost The Undertaker the world title at Elimination Chamber, and then we had Michaels versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. They could possibly book that, but I just don't see it happening. But Ruby Riott versus Ronda Rousey on Sunday. I mean, it could be very interesting. There's a couple different finishes, but moving on. I mean, Riott, she did get the win, and yeah. So then Seth Rollins came out and he talked about last week after getting 6 F5s from the Beast to finish off the show. And then as Rollins is talking, Paul Heyman comes out and he interrupts Seth Rollins, and Heyman essentially tells Rollins that he doesn't care Heyman, keeps comparing Brock Lesnar to Seth Rollins and how they are not equal to each other. But Rollins cuts into Heyman and tells them that he doesn't give a crap. And then we had, I believe Dean Ambrose came out at the end and confronted Seth Rollins, and then a match was made between Ambrose and EC3. But Rollins basically said he vows to take the Universal title, and that Lesnar has had WWE on his finger for 2 years now, and Rollins is going to take the title from Lesnar. And honestly, from this promo, Rollins did speak a lot of truth here. Brock Lesnar has been taking WWE. Basically, he's been kind of holding WWE for the past 2 years. So I think that Rollins will take the title at WrestleMania. But, for now, I think Lesnar is still going to be Universal Champion, obviously, because they're not going to have him fight till WrestleMania. And then maybe, hopefully, Lesnar will go to UFC, and Rollins will be the Universal Champion, holding it down every single week. So, yeah, and then that's basically it. So, then Ambrose versus EC3. The winner was Dean Ambrose via pinfall. Basically, EC3 got too cocky. Ambrose won by roll-up, and EC3 loses this match. Honestly, EC3's got a very bright future, so I'm not too worried about him. Ambrose is leaving the WWE after WrestleMania, probably. So, honestly, this didn't really mean much, considering Ambrose is going to be leaving in 2 months. 2 months doesn't really mean much, and Ambrose gets the win here. Now, the last match of the night was the Revival taking on Rude and Gable for the Raw Tag Team titles, and the Revival finally won the titles. They beat Gable and Rude for the Raw Tag Team titles. The end of this match went, I believe it was Chad Gable. He was going to hit moonsault, I think, from the top, but then Dash Wilder came from the corner, as well as Scott Dawson, and they hit the Shatter Machine out of nowhere. They get the 1-2-3. They are your new Raw Tag Team Champions. Honestly, I'm very happy they finally got it. I think they're doing it, though, because, the Revival was basically going to go to AEW if they did not win the titles, so WWE keeps them for a bit longer. Honestly, I'm very happy that they're finally getting a push, and yeah. Now, the final thing of the night, the thing everyone's talking about, is the fact that Mr. McMahon basically suspended Becky Lynch for 60 days after I think she refused to give an apology, and then Mr. McMahon replaces Becky Lynch with Charlotte Flair, and honestly, I don't know why WWE's doing this. I don't know why. Maybe they're going to book a triple threat match, but why would you incorporate Charlotte Flair? Charlotte is essentially the Roman Reigns of the women's division. Why would you keep giving her matches? You know, let her do her thing on SmackDown. Let her face Asuka at WrestleMania. Why do you have to input her with Ronda Rousey? It doesn't make any sense. But WWE doesn't care about the fans, and they're just going their own way. So, really doesn't mean much to me. But yeah, so that's essentially it, guys, for the Raw review. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Did smash a like. Try to smash 5 likes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.